Well, good evening and welcome to a little bit of a bait prep video. And this is why it's the evening. I'm a big believer when it comes to expander pellet prep or micro pellet prep or any bait prep, really get it done the night before, get it right, and you end up with a better quality product and a bait that does exactly what you want it to do. And especially with expanders, as we know, in the winter become so effective for all species on commercials. Just getting a pellet that works better, and especially a pellet that's a little bit more durable, stays on the hook. You can quick stop it when you're fishing on a bomb, let's say, for example, or on a feeder, on a method feeder. But more importantly, the texture of the pellet changes and the weight of it becomes a denser pellet. So as you're finding it harder in the winter months to create that perfect bait presentation with pellet fishing dead depth, having a heavier pellet really does aid your presentation. So let me just run through what I do. So for a start, I've always used the Pro expanders, which are fantastic pellet, really good high quality pellet, which is what you need, and you end up with a uniformed expander when it's absorbed all that water. But recently I've been using the F1 Sweet. Now I love these, and they remind me of my principle with corn in the winter. Like a lot of us believe that corn is so effective during the winter months because of the colour of it, and that's why I love these pellets, simply because they're kind of like a nice yellow pellet, and they act as a contrast bait when you're fishing, let's say, soft expanders with micros. It really does enhance the colour of your hook bait and make your hook bait stand out, and that's why I love these. And also, of course, they're a really good high quality pellet, which means they're going to last for a long time once they've taken on that water without breaking down. So as I said, I've always used liquids for many years now. And obviously over the years we've introduced dynamite into the bait range, different liquids for different reasons. And my go-to one is the swim stim pellet soak, because we all know adding for your micros or adding to your ground bait even, which I do in the summertime when I'm margin fishing. But more importantly, expander pellet work, I always use this liquid. But since the introduction of the sticky pellet syrups, I'm a massive fan of this, simply because it's a thicker liquid and it really does enhance the texture of the pellets that you do when you actually go through the process, what I'm going to show you. And you've got different colours and different flavours as well. So you've got the red krill, you've got the betaine green, and you got the amino original. And of course, because of the principle what I've explained, that I want to create kind of like a quite a bright pellet, not too bright, but a nice yellow pellet, I'm going to use the sticky syrup F1. So basically, get some pellets, only a palmful. You don't need a lot when you're winter fishing or summer fishing. Only a small palmful is more than enough, really. Put this into a pellet pump, and as I said, this is why I'm doing it the night before. You end up with such a good quality pellet if it's done over time. So first of all, let's get the air out of these pellets, just enough so they sink. Fill it up. Fill it right to the top, so it takes less pumps to actually get them sinking. In theory, the less pumps that you do in order to get them sinking, the better quality pellet you'll have, because you're not dragging water constantly through the pellet, which is damaging all the... Oh, there we go, 3 pumps. It's not damaging the quality of the pellet itself by just minimal pumps. Drain the water off, and I use these like little medicine pots. They're absolutely brilliant for this process. Slip it straight into the bottom of a pellet pump like that, empty your pellets out, and then I'm going to use, like, say, 50-50 of water and sticky syrup F1. So a good glug in there, like so. And then top the rest up with water. So literally I want the level of the water maybe a third above the pellets themselves. A little bit more. Yeah. Put the lid on, give them a good shake. And then they're going to go in the fridge overnight and you'll end up with a really good high quality pellet. Now here's some I did earlier. Now the light's not brilliant down here, but this is what I did earlier just to show you the quality of the pellets. And I've said really nice and durable. They'll work completely different when you're actually fishing with them. And I've also put them into one of my old Speedy washer pots, which is perfect for having on your side tray for just obviously picking pellets out. I just think it's an ideal size. Now let me just hopefully show you if you can see. Look at them for quality pellets. Now perfect, uniformed in size and everything, and they are going to work an absolute treat. So next time you're doing some pellet prep, give this a go and it'll definitely help you catch loads more fish.